How y'all doing, YouTube? Big Tom's Cooking Outside coming at you. Now, this afternoon, what we're doing, we're cooking Swiss and mushroom burgers. And before I got started here, I was watching some videos because, as you can see here on my hill, I have a wind that comes this way, and most of the wind comes straight up this way. And when the wind is blowing, I have a bit of trouble getting my blacktop heated up and keeping temp. And I was watching some videos earlier, and they have for sale some wind guards that you can order offline. That's cool and all. And then I was watching another video of another creator that does a lot of work with a flat top, and he had gone and bought some disposable cookie pans and cut out to make these wind guards. And then I tried to follow his suit, and I went to the store to buy these disposable cookie pans, and they wanted $7 a piece for them. And I thought, well, man, that's just 10 blocking wind. I can do that myself with tinfoil. So that's what I've done. I've got these wind guards up. You can see on the side and back that's affected most by the wind that comes up the hill. And I got these wind guards going, and they're going to prevent the wind from slowing down my flame. And the wind guards are also going to keep the heat that escapes out of that side this way, and it's going to heat up the flat top quicker and be more efficient and have to use less propane. So, if you're interested, stay tuned. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget the bell notification. You hit that bell, and you'll be notified when new posts drop. Alright, here we are inside, folks. Got my seasoning set up that I plan to use. Everglades, salt, pepper, that's all you need. My brown gravy and my mushrooms for putting in the pot. We're going to put it on the griddle a little bit later. We'll slide that over here out of the way. And we take our bag here. Open it up. Sorry. Have a cooking spray. Put a little cooking spray in it. That's going to lube it up, because if it's not lubed up, the chicken will stick and it causes the chicken to tear, and you're defeating the purpose. Now, here we have our chicken breast. It's already pre-seasoned, garlic and herb, but that's not our main goal for this video. This video is showing you a mushroom Swiss cake, but my wife's not a big fan of the whole red meat game. So when I do these cooks, I try to accommodate her. And by doing that, I try to make it a little extra special beyond what I'm doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this chicken breast, because it's a bit too big for consumption. And we're going to cut it in half by whatever means you have that work best for you. The way the condition this breast is in, for me, just laying it down and slicing it in half is going to do. But one end's a little thicker than the other end, and that's where the bag comes in at. We're going to take our chicken, and because it's a big bag and it's just one chicken breast, we're going to put both pieces in there and slide them around until we have access to both of them. You know what? That one's a bit too small to even worry about pounding out. So we're going to put that one over there. We're going to seam this one up in the bag. a meat mallet. It's got the tenderizing pokies on that side, flat on this side. We're not trying to use a perforation method to tenderize it. This is going to take care of the tenderizing part, but it's also going to make it thin enough where it's all one thickness and pretty much cooks at the same amount of time. Just pound it out. And while we're doing this, it's breaking down the muscle fibers, of course, and making it more tender. So, it'll be great. Definitely not hurting that. That really wasn't that much, now what? I'll put that in there. Wash your hands. To avoid cross-contamination. We take our Everglades, open it up, and since this meat's already in a bag, we're going to take advantage of that. Go ahead and season it up. About a quarter of a teaspoon ought to do it. Fresh ground pepper. Pink Himalayan sea salt. About a quarter tablespoon. Zip the bag up. Get the air out of it. Mush that all around. Make sure we get our seasonings on everything. There it is. We're going to leave that sit while we're preparing the rest of this stuff, and while our flat top will be heating up. Wash our hands again because of the handling of the fowl. Yardbird, or yard pimps, as Stale Cracker likes to call it. Put that on the cracker, dude. I'm not trying to, just trying to get y'all to who I'm talking about, Stale Cracker. I'm hoping you guys are fans, like, subscribe on his page and whatnot. I sure enjoy it. He's very entertaining. Wipe down our surface here. And this is a clean rag. Don't worry about it. Alright, now take our hamburger out. Ground beef. Generally, the people that get the ground beef, the general public, is that 80-20 is about the best you can get. I looked at today and got a 75-25. For those of you that don't know by chance, if you hadn't heard or whatever, don't have the information, 75-25 means it's 75 beef, 25% fat. Everything that I know about anything, fat means flavor. And 25% fat is a whole lot, well, it's not a whole lot more, in fact it's just 5% more, but it's more fat content than generally readily available. So, I'm predicting these burgers are going to be great. say it's equivalent to the circumference of a racquetball. And we're going to make some mushroom and Swiss burgers. Because my wife's not a huge fan of red meat, and I picked her up a pre-seasoned, pre-marinated chicken breast, pounded out, as you've seen already, and we're going to cook that up for her, and she's going to have a chicken and Swiss sandwich. Cool. Okay, now, got all my hamburger balls laid out on my tray, on the tinfoil. And I put the tinfoil down to avoid cross-contaminating, because I'm going to use this tray to carry them back in after they're cooked, and I don't want the raw hamburger residue left on the bacon. So, we'll make this real easy. Tradition of the smash burger, they salt and pepper the top of it. There's our pepper. We're all a fan of the ground black pepper. So we're gonna, it may appear like there's a little more on it than what you might agree with. But again, these are gonna smash out, so that pepper won't be concentrated in one area. They're gonna cook down. If you've had any experience with these things, man, that salt kicks out way faster than the pepper does. I'm not even going to do that anymore. We'll pat those down. Flip them over. And we're going to do the same thing. But on this side, first thing we're going to do is put our Everglades on. Who's a big fan of the Everglades seasoning? And because of the power and ability of the Everglades seasoning, don't need to use it on both sides, don't need to use that much of it. So that's all we're going to do there. We are still going to use our black pepper, because you just can't beat that on burgers. It's going to be great. Throw in the grill. Alright, here we are. Big Tom's cooking outside. We're going to go ahead and fire this thing up, get it warming up. I'm going to go with 3 burners. Got 3 burners on high. 10, 15, 20 minutes. Well, between 10 and 15. It'll be plenty hot enough to get our burgers on and do what we're going to do. And I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but I got some music playing. And I tried some music in the past, and I got copyright claimed. But I'm not monetized, and I'm far from it. So one of the things that I enjoy when I'm out here cooking, before I decided to start recording these posts, is listen to some of the music that I like while I'm out here cooking. So I've got my favorite adult beverage chilling. Got my music playing in the background, and I'm fixing to cook some good groceries. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Get my gravy going. We'll come over here and drain these mushrooms. Don't need all that juice. Put them right there in the pot. Got one little stray trying to get away. Got this can of brown gravy, classic beef. Got the easy open top. Don't even need a can opener. That ain't worth nothing. But hey, like every gentleman ought to, I got a pocket knife that'll surely remedy that problem. And like you just seen me miss a couple times, I do not recommend this to anyone watching. Don't try this at home, because it is dangerous to do something like that. And there's a good chance you could stab yourself in the hand. So don't try this at home. I'm gonna set that back here. Like I said, I've got these 3 burners on. And, we're gonna set that right there, and hopefully that handle doesn't get too hot. That's where it's gonna rest. I'm gonna go inside, throw this away, get something to stir this up with. Alright, here we go, folks. Big Tom's cooking outside. Got my grill heated up. Now I've turned it down. I'm on the 3rd block, which is about halfway. And taking advantage of the Blackstone tools that my wife purchased me, along with this Blackstone. Hey, y'all heard me, right? My wife bought me this Blackstone grill, and boy, I was so just enthused at the fact that I was married to a woman that would put so much thought into a gift of something that I love and enjoy doing. Because before I had my Blackstone, all the stuff I was doing involved my grill and smoker, and she seen how much fun and enjoyment, pleasure I was getting out of that. So she bought me this for Christmas. 4-burner, 36-inch Blackstone with cover and all the accessories. How about that? Now, I've got my grill heated up. I've got an oil base down. Nothing sticking to it. Got it all spread out real nice. And we're going to wait for it to start popping up with some smoke. And we'll get our food going. Get these groceries going. Alright. Got my grill heated up. Went ahead and turned it down. And like I was explaining earlier, because of these wind blockers I've got, it's also keeping that heat in And this side of the grill is hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down on low. You got all three burners on, but I've got all three burners on low after heating up. And of course you can see it heating up. Okay, got my chicken breasts down. Wanted to get them down first because it may take them a little bit longer than the Alright, we've got our chicken down. Got these edges finishing up on the chicken, as we can see. And you know what? This oil that I put down earlier has seemed to have dissipated. So we're going to put a little more down to avoid sticking. And that's just an even, small sheen that we're adding. Scrape your blade off. And we're going to put these down. And because of the seasoning that was caught while prepping them, I'll go ahead and roll these around. And after you put them down, you may want to give them a little turn or movement, because it helps prevent a stick. And make sure you're giving yourself enough room, because like I said, these are going to be smash burgers. And I'll be smashing them here in just a moment. You put that one right there. And we'll take our seasonings of what's left and just sprinkle them out there. Now, got a clean pan for when everything's done to put on, carry in the kitchen. Now, I remember earlier when I was making a point of the tinfoil that was on the pan that was saving me from cross-contaminating on the pan, has a double purpose. Because after I get the hamburger loaded on the grill, I use the tinfoil along with the Blackstone smash burger tool that comes in the kit for smash burgers. And I tell you what, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, this chicken has been long enough. We're going to give that a flip before we continue any further. Now that's flipped. So we're going to go ahead and put your tinfoil down on it. And this is going to prevent the burgers from sticking here, because if you use this without tinfoil or wax paper or parchment paper, it's going to stick here and it's going to fall apart and you're going to get angry and it's not going to be any fun. Make sure you use a barrier between your smash and your meat. Put it on there, center it up. We get 10 seconds. Be careful picking that up, because you got to get pretty close to the stove. We go on to the next one. Center it up a little better. And we're going to press it all the way down. Give it a good 10, 15 count. And that sear is what we're trying to achieve with the press. It's going to build up a crust on the bottom, and it's going to form all the juices to go up instead of out. So we're going to have juicy burgers, even though they're thin and they have that crust formed on them. We're still going to have some great burgers. Okay, now I've added my buns to the burgers, this is the method that's followed by the guy that originated the original smash burger. Is while your patty is cooking, you're supposed to be resting your bun on the patty. It's going to gather the moisture from the patty, add flavor, and it's going to toast. So that's where we're at right now. Now I'm going to go ahead and slide these buns over to this side. Let them finish toasting. Because, as you can see, on these burgers, all the juices have come to the top, all the edges are done all the way around. So it's time to flip them. See that crust? That's the product we're trying to achieve. Chicken is done. We'll go ahead and take that inside. Got a nice toast on these buns. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them. They're a little steamy and a little hot. So, and we'll give those about 2.5 more minutes and they'll be ready to come off. Okay, I went ahead and moved all my patties over here, and I'm going to turn this side off. I'm going to turn this one off too, because this side, get those covered, and after I pull those off, we'll go ahead and turn those back on and flip them on high for the cleaning process. I went ahead and turned that second burner on, because we're going to use it. We'll pair these things up. And we're going to use our dome to melt this cheese after I get it on. Now we've got them all loaded with cheese. Take a little water, create some steam. Well, look, I've got them close enough. I can put 4 of them under the dome. I'll go ahead and pull these down here and get them ready. Alright, it's time to pull these bad boys. At the bottom. Bottom. And the bottom. And the rest of these are prepared as you would like them prepared. Okay, here we are. We've got all of our food done and pulled off the Blackstone. Take our burners, 3 burners that we were using, flip them on high, and give that just a minute. Now, we got all of the debris loose from the grill top. We're fixing to close it up, and we're going to finish up and leave it with a good coating of oil. And it's still warm enough to allow that to heat and spread that oil out so that it covers everything, so that everything's got a nice oil-based coat until the next time you cook. Now for me, it's going to be tomorrow. But for you, maybe it's just once a week, a couple times a month, once a month. Who knows? Not everybody, enjoys cooking on these the way that I do. But if you want to keep it protected, no matter how long it is between your cooks, the last thing you want to do when you're done cooking is finish it up with a protective oil coat, because this is going to prevent dew, rain, or whatever from causing any rust spots. Now when this thing cools off all the way, I'll take that cover that my wife got for me when she bought me this wonderful grill, and I'll cover it up and it'll be totally protected. There it is, finished product. Got a mushroom Swiss burger, some french fries done in the air fryer, crunchy as ever. It's all good to go. Enjoy it. See you next time.